Right now, you're probably within arm's reach of at least 3 things you paid full price for: your phone, your clothes, maybe a cup of coffee. You worked hard for that money. But here's the question nobody asks: where did it actually go after you spent it? Because the truth is, most of it didn't stay in your country. It left. Quietly. Through a system so complex, most people never think about it. Today, we're going to follow the money, using a live world map, and show you exactly where every rupee, dollar, or pound ends up after you swipe your card. Before we dive in, let's understand the system we're dealing with. It's called the global supply chain, and it connects every country on this map. When you buy something, that product didn't come from one place. It came from dozens of places. Raw materials from one country, manufacturing in another, packaging somewhere else, shipping handled by another, and the brand profits sitting in a completely different country altogether. This system was built over 50 years, and it was designed to be efficient, not fair. Let's see what that looks like in real life.
Let's start with the most personal thing you own, your smartphone. You paid maybe 80,000 rupees for it, a premium phone. Let's follow that money. First, the processor chip, designed by a company in California, but manufactured in Taiwan by TSMC, one of the most powerful factories on Earth. About 15% of your phone's cost goes here. The screen? Made in South Korea by Samsung or LG. Around 10% of the phone's value lives here. The camera lenses and sensors? Japan. Sony supplies the image sensors for over 40% of all smartphones on Earth. Assembly? China, specifically Foxconn factories in Shenzhen. Workers there put your phone together for wages that amount to less than 2% of the phone's final price. And the profit? The brand value? Apple, Samsung? Mostly flows back to the USA or South Korea. That's where the real margin sits, up to 40% of the phone's price. So out of your 80,000 rupees, how much stayed in Pakistan? Almost nothing. Maybe the taxes and the retailer's margin. That's it.
Now, let's talk about the shirt on your back. And this one hits closer to home, because Pakistan is one of the largest cotton producers in the entire world. We grow the raw material, we have the people to stitch it, so you'd think the money stays here, right? Here's what actually happens. Pakistani farmers grow cotton and sell it for almost nothing, maybe a few hundred rupees per kilogram. That cotton gets exported, sometimes to Bangladesh, sometimes to China, where it's spun into fabric and stitched into a shirt. That shirt is then bought by a European or American clothing brand, Zara, H&M, Primark, for maybe $3 to $5. The brand ships it to stores, adds their logo, and sells it to you for $30, $40, sometimes $80. That same shirt, made from Pakistani cotton, might come back into Pakistan and be sold to you at 10 to 20 times what the farmer was paid for the raw material. The farmer gets $1. The factory gets $3. The brand gets $35. And the brand does no physical work. That's the power of branding inside the global supply chain. Let's travel for a moment to Ethiopia. A coffee farmer wakes up before sunrise. They tend their trees by hand. They harvest, they dry, they sort the beans. The entire process takes months of labor. They sell those beans for about 10 to 20 cents per cup's worth of coffee. Those beans travel to a roastery in Germany or the Netherlands, one of the great coffee hubs of Europe. There, they're roasted, blended, packaged. That adds maybe $1 of value.